us to pick whoever's not wearing the same color as me. That's who gets to get it done. So I'm here, I clear this here. Now, a couple questions were asked that I want to clear up. One, when do I step this knee over? I do it as I'm clearing and going for the head. So I'm teaching this as a 1, 2, 3. When it's really 1. So I'm here, I'm clearing as I'm coming in here. That's all one motion. Now, once you get here, you can be a little more patient. You don't want to hang out here all day, but you don't have to be in a rush on it, right? Second, couple options you can do. One, this top foot, if you have the dexterity, can actually be used to peel. You can keep that knee in the hip and get this leg on top. You can use that to help yourself peel. But if he starts to bridge while you're doing that, just post your foot in the mat and make sure you're all right. Now, when I back step here, a lot of us are kind of back stepping to next to our foot. Like we were like putting our feet together, which gives me no base right here. So if Jeremy drives up into me, even if I do have control of his leg, I don't have a good base. So when I back step, I hit this 90-degree angle because that's what gives me the power. Does that make sense? So just a couple quick details. Now, I'm just going to add one quick wrinkle. Once you get here, I backstep. He does that initial little bridge, right? I don't like that. All I'm going to do is I'm going to pull his knee down and big time overstep. So I'm going to wave high with my foot, pop, and use that to come on top. How many of you have heard me say backstep, overstep? All right, you've all heard me yell that at you at some point. This is where that comes from. Backstep, overstep is from this pass. So I'm here, I clear that knee, boom, I start coming up, boom, I'm starting working my leg out, right? I don't like what's happening. I backstep, I don't like what he's doing. I pull that knee down just that little bit. So that way when I let go, my leg can come up and over, and I can scoop into that mount. For those of you scoring at home, that'll be 3 pass, 4 mount, nice 7-point swing with 3 swipes. Make sense? Questions on that? Everything else is the same, getting to that position where you're stepping. But the only difference is the second I back step, overstep. And if you're like, man, that's a pretty cool motion, get used to it. It's going to be a helpful one in a lot of things we do in the upcoming future, all right? So if you're uncomfortable with that motion, make sure we're practicing that quite a bit. Make sense? Questions on this? Same thing, you're just backstepping, overstepping straight to mat. 1, 2, Mr. Hensley. Good things are happening, right? I clear this here, boom, I get here, right? I get going, but let's just say Jeremy's dumb strong, or in actually Jeremy's case, this would be realistic. He's super long. So getting my foot out is not going to be easy, right? How many of you have tried to get your legs out from Jeremy, Eli, some of these long, lanky bitches, right? It's real tough, right? I can't get my foot out. I run out of legs to be able to pull, right? So I don't like this. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to dig back for this underhook, post this hand in the mat, and I'm going to drive my knee into the mat. Now, once I get here, I'm either going to grab the cuff of his sleeve, or if you're no pajamas, I'm going to grab right to the back of his armpit, or his arm. As we get here, I'm going to punch him in the head with my unicorn horn. Here. And if I need to, I can kick his feet out. Most of the time, you're going to be all right to just baseball slide through, setting into side control here. Couple things when you get to side control here. 1, this is not the WWE. Do not lean back. You will just sit up and ruin your day. 2, I want my knee level with the top of his head. This foot posted in the mat. Good underhook on the far side. Head low. Here. This keeps all my pressure right on Jeremy's ribs, right where he really appreciates it. Okay? So I'm here. We're in the half guard. Don't like what's happening. Boom, I get here, and I try to get this leg out. It's just not coming up. Get me my leg, right? Boom, I get here. I dig for this underhook. I post that hand in the mat, drive my knee in, and post this foot out. Once you're here, wrist, tricep. Some people will grab the collar. I'm not in love with that. You can play with it if you want. I don't like it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it doesn't work. Once I'm here, I scoop this arm up, baseball slide through. Now you're inside control. Key of emphasis, do not lose this underhook. So if I get up here, I have my foot trapped, and I get here and Jeremy starts digging for this underhook, nope, you do not get this. Because if you baseball slide past him when he has this underhook, you're just giving him your back, guys. Just give him the other hook at that point, he earned it. Okay. Alright. So when I get here, boom, I dig for that underhook, and I get my head position here. Boom. That's what allows me to slide up. Questions on this? No questions. Super complex guard pass. No questions. No preguntas.
So it would be ankle deep or like do it if you're like
Switching to that, I would get it if I can't get that foot out. So like if I'm here, like if I get to here and I can't get anywhere traction wise, like if he's above my knee, you can't even get the knee out. So you gotta at least free your knee. But the second you get that knee out, boom, you can't switch to this.
So at least clear the knee.
Yeah, at least get your knee out. Once your knee's out, then you can switch to this. Alright. Other questions on this?
Where is your knee?
Oh, like when I'm here or when I'm actually sliding? So when I'm here, I'm trying to keep it right next to his body here. I hit Jeremy with it just because I'm a jerk, but I'm sliding this in as tight as I can so that there's no space, so that he can't try like scooping under my knee and trying to go for my feet or anything funky. Like I'm just keeping this tight to control the body. Other questions? Like I said, you get to that same position, come up to the knee cut.
Are you pulling him in with that underhook too that kind of squeeze him?
Here, I'm just keeping this so that he can't take my back. I'm not using this to like scoop him. I'm trying to actually flatten him more than anything. I want his chest, I want his back flat against the mat here. Once I get there, then if I want to start, attacking the far side arm, I can start really focusing on that scoop. But I want to get him flat past. Other questions? 1, 2, 3. So I'm here with Mr. Hackett. So I'm here, I clear, I get here, right? I don't like what's happening, so I underhook. I drag my knee here, right? I don't like this. Let's say I just can't get my knee out, right? Like I'm trying, kicking. Get my foot, right? Sometimes in life you just gotta say, fuck it, footlocks. So, we're here. All I'm gonna do, back step in and start scooping his knee. So my knee comes to his knee. As we do that, I'm gonna pull his feet apart and I'm looking for his ankle here. As you're there, sit back, pull the straight ankle. Now, actually, I'm not gonna show. Well, because it's reaping and most of you guys can't. So instead, we're here. All we're going to do, sit back, pull the foot, go for the straight knee bar. That's going to be more legal for most of your tournaments than most of you guys trying to read. So we're here. I scoop this under. I'm trying to get this foot out. It's just not working. Once we're here, all I'm going to do, bring this arm through, sit back here. Two options. You can come this way or sit back for it. I like coming this way for it more. I feel like it's more space. Once we're here, I attach it to my chest, cross my feet, extend my hips. So we're here. So, boom. We're here. I just can't get it. My foot out. All we're going to do, scoop this hand in. This way, here, and attack the foot. Now, realize if you miss this, you've given up your back. Be okay with that calculation. I'm here. Once I'm here, guys, I like to put my bottom or my top hand on the heel. Scoop the other hand up to my chest. Here. Extend at the hips and pull that into my chest. Questions on that? So your knee cut, back to that knee. So, let's say we fuck it up. You're a bunch of white girls, so you're gonna fuck it up. But if I'm here and I start realizing, hey, this is going bad, I'm gonna start turning into him instantly. Because I'm gonna stay in the feet. We have chosen the gamble, we're in the game, stay in it at this point. I'm gonna turn my hips to the back and start going for the ankle. And if you're in uncivilized rules, you go start going for the knees. But yeah, I'm turning shoulders down so that at worst he doesn't take my back. I'll give up side controller, half guard, whatever the fuck, but swing and a miss if it happens, but get your back flat to the mat so that you don't give up your back. Other questions? Both ways good?
I was going to say do it backwards.
Yeah. So when I'm here, so the other option is if you want to sit back into it here, all I'm doing is pulling his hips to me and scooping this way. So, 2 reasons you would do this one. It's a little bit quicker, a little bit tighter to go forward. Reason I like going backwards is if they're not mobile. Like if I have a guy who's a little bit bigger, a little bit slower, I'm going to come here because he's not going to be able to keep up with the roll, and I'm going to be able to follow that and take it. So try both, see what works best for you. Remember, it's an E-bar, pull slow. I like to be able to walk on an average Tuesday. And as long as we can be responsible with footlocks, I will continue teaching you more and more dark arts.
When you're sitting back in that direction, are you just figure four your legs there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm figure fouring either way. So I'm going to figure four either way. If I'm here, I'm still going. If I go backwards, I'm still doing it. Now, sometimes I will stay here, just for leverage purposes. But if I, especially no-gi, I'm figure four. The reason you figure four here is it gives you more traction, gives you a tighter knee pinch. Makes it harder to stop. That was my question. Okay. Yep. Front ways, any other questions on this? So boom, I get to here. Boom. All I'm doing, I take this arm in, shoot this leg in, clear forward, knee bow.